Stop for a moment and think about the last time you felt overwhelmed by the expectations and pressures of those around you. In my research of Jung's work, I found profound wisdom on navigating the delicate balance between standing firm against collective pressures and preserving your connection with others without succumbing to isolation. This tension is at the heart of many people's inner conflicts today, and Jung's insights offer not only understanding but also practical guidance for transformation. I've studied Jung's vast clinical observations and discovered that he recognized the profound struggle individuals face when confronted by the collective unconscious, the deep, often unseen social forces shaping our behaviors and beliefs. Jung understood that these pressures can be so compelling they often lead us to suppress authentic parts of ourselves, creating inner fragmentation and unrest. In fact, Jung's concept of the persona, the social mask we wear to navigate collective expectations, reveals how we adapt to fit in, sometimes at the cost of our individuality. But this is more than just a personality problem. It cuts to the core of human longing and psychological survival. What Jung warned us about is that over-identification with the collective can lead not only to a loss of self, but paradoxically to greater loneliness and isolation, even when surrounded by people. I've seen in Jung's case studies how individuals who wholly adapted to external expectations ended up feeling estranged from their own inner world and consequently disconnected from others on a deeper level. Now take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel the weight of this truth Jung discovered. Resisting collective pressure without isolating yourself requires a courageous process he calls individuation. This is Jung's revolutionary idea and one of his most impactful discoveries. Individuation is the journey of becoming your authentic self amid external demands, integrating what is true to you while remaining engaged with community and society. From examining Jung's extensive writings and clinical examples, I know that this involves both recognizing the collective forces influencing us and consciously differentiating from them without rejection or alienation. For instance, Jung described patients who initially felt torn between their inner calling and social roles, navigating this tension by engaging in what he called active imagination, a dialogue with unconscious parts of themselves that clarified values and helped distinguish their authentic identity. One notable case involved a woman trapped by societal expectations of domesticity, but through imaginative and symbolic work uncovered her creativity and individuality, enabling her to live more authentically without severing social ties. What I find empowering in Jung's approach is his emphasis on balance. He did not advocate an isolating rebellion against society, but rather a transformation within that allows a person to participate in the collective with conscious awareness of their unique self. In this process, the archetype of the self emerges as a guiding presence, integrating opposing aspects of the personality and facilitating genuine relationships with others. So how can you apply this today? Jung's practical method includes several cornerstone steps. First, develop self-awareness through reflection, journaling, or even active imagination to identify which parts of yourself are authentic and which are molded by collective expectation. Then, gradually experiment with your individuality in safe, supportive environments, observing feelings of discomfort or liberation to assess relational dynamics. Avoid abrupt withdrawal or confrontation with the collective. Instead, aim for incremental differentiation, maintaining empathy for others while asserting your values. Jung also recommended engaging with symbolic expressions such as dreams, art, or mythology to access deeper layers of the psyche and reinforce the uniqueness of your inner world. Remember, this process requires patience and compassion. It is a gradual unfolding, not an overnight transformation. Based on Jung's belief in human potential, I encourage you to embrace this journey as a path to not only resisting collective pressures, but enriching your social connections with authentic presence and mutual respect. Jung wanted us to recognize that our authenticity is our gift to both ourselves and the world. And by cultivating it wisely, we avoid the loneliness of isolation and the loss of self in conformity. In summary, Jung's ultimate message is that resisting collective pressures without isolating yourself is not about rigidity or rebellion, but engaging in individuation, a transformational dance between belonging and becoming. When you embrace this process, you reclaim your identity while deepening your empathy and connection with others. I want you to hold this insight close because tomorrow we will explore the next essential step in this journey, the relationship between individuation and solitude. Understanding Jung's perspective on solitude is crucial because it reveals how being alone, in Jung's sense, is not loneliness, but a vital condition for inner growth and self-discovery that ultimately supports social integration. You do not want to miss this. If this conversation resonated with you, please like, comment about your own experiences with collective pressure or individuation, and subscribe for more Jungian wisdom delivered in a personal, meaningful way. I assure you each video builds from the last, creating a psychology journey tailored for your growth. So get ready for tomorrow, because diving into Jung's insights about solitude will deepen your understanding of how to honor your individuality while nurturing your relationships. Until then, hold on to that courage to be yourself, because as Jung taught us, that courage is the foundation of a rich, connected life.